Ugnė Buračienė, Group CEO of payabl. Thanks very much for coming to our booth in this expo. In your view, what are the opportunities and challenges in today's payment ecosystem?
I would start by saying that the challenge is the digitalization and the fast move to the digital aspect and everything that is surrounded around our world. And the opportunity, of course, is the emerging in the emerging markets and the emerging, payment trends. The challenge, as it stands, is managing and balancing all of those aspects into one, whether it's regulatory, whether it's security, and making sure that the end consumers are receiving a safe and secure payment option.
Do you have any tips how to deal with this challenge?
I would say that the most important aspect is to make sure that all of the infrastructure and ecosystem is collaborating. So the regulators are doing their job, the payment service providers, acquirers are doing their job, and making sure that whatever is offered to the businesses and to the end consumer is already well-rounded solutions that don't impose any challenges for them.
Okay. Moving on to digital currencies, there's a rise in the use of digital payments. How do you see this trend?
There is a trend for sure. Whether it's really well adopted in terms of the payments landscape and acceptance in payments, that's still not the case. Crypto payments in general only constitutes you on a usual checkout page less than 5%. There is still a very long way to go to make it mainstream. I think there is many improvements in terms of the regulations that are coming now with MiCA and all of other regulatory frameworks, which will make it easier, at least in Europe, to make sure that the offer of the cryptocurrencies for the end consumers and the businesses is secure and safe for them.
Do you think we're walking towards a total adoption, or there's still a long way to go?
I would say that we are a very long way to go from a total adoption. We had the discussion today on our payments panel with regards to different payment options that are actually evolving. Usually all of them have to go through a certain maturity level. If you take, for example, the card processing and the card payments are a very mature payment that has been in the market for many years. And the most important part is that the payment is completely adopted in terms of disputes, in terms of security and safety for the end consumer. So when that is done, then the mainstream can happen, and the mainstream adoption acceptance can happen.
Okay. Your company recently got a license in Cyprus. So what are your plans for Europe?
So I will correct that we have had already a license for a very long time in Cyprus. We're one of the first licensee receivers in Cyprus, but we have upgraded our license in order to offer more varied solutions for our businesses and for our clients that we work with. Mainly to do with our payabl One platform, which encompasses actually banking and payment processing and anything related to payouts and any financial infrastructure that is needed for the merchants. That is already in addition to our FCA UK EMI as well, which allows us to do all of the same things, but just in UK and for UK businesses.
Interesting. And this brings me to the last question. In your eyes, what is the next trend in the payments ecosystem? I
would say the next big trend is instant payments. There's certainly a lot of focus to it, and how to bring that into reality. There's already some movement, and account-to-account instant payments, I think, is really a very fast growing trend. I think it really brings the best for the end consumer and for the businesses, but unfortunately still imposes a lot of challenges that need to be tackled. So I really am following the space, and hopefully we'll see some good movement in that direction as well.
Okay, great, Ugnė. Thanks very much for the interview.
Thank you so much.